on Twitter, and if you get to see it, you're lucky, because I'm probably going to delete it really fast because it's really racist, but I want to get the shit out of my chest.
So she said what she's about to say is really racist. So obviously, and you can't expect otherwise, no fault of her own, trapped in the anti-white narrative, using the anti-white slur and concept, racist, which is going to undermine the positions that she is about to articulate. But never mind that. She's going to make some pretty big errors. You'll see if you are going free through, and that is a great opportunity to evolve, to grow, to edify as you see what she is saying and interpret it correctly.
Because I can't take it no more. But I need white people to really start being white supremacists again. I need you guys to tap.
Okay. Don't, okay, it's funny. The beeping in the background of the smoke detector. Get it out, get it out of your system. Yes, it's that beeping is her smoke detector. I don't know what the deal is, but yes, the smoke detector is beeping. So what she just said is she needs white people to be white supremacists.
White people to really start being white supremacists again.
Be white supremacists again. We were never white supremacists. That is a fictional character in the anti-white narrative. Loving who you are, building to protect your people, your way, your customs in conflicts with other people and the natural environment and everything. And then mastery over those things to secure your well-being. That's not white supremacy. That's just doing what every animal does on planet Earth. So what is she actually saying, though, when she says she needs white people to be white supremacists again? It's spectacular what she is seeing, because everybody is seeing. Every midwit out there is seeing the reality. And this tells you that the ground is fertile for white positive people to come along and change everything in a relative time span overnight.
I need you guys to tap into that shit and do it again, please, because this country is out of control.
Country is out of control. So she sees that the problems in the country are a consequence of what is anti-whiteism. She doesn't know to call it that, but she knows it's that which is anti-white. That which is white erasure is the problem. The country's out of control. I need white people to reassert themselves again. What did Jason tell you about non-white people? There would be good non-white people who would side with us, and even neutral non-white people who were just worried about themselves. And this girl, she sounds like it's totally natural. I don't hold it against her to be concerned about herself and her future in a America that is increasingly anti-white, increasingly white erased. She's concerned about that. Non-white people will join us, as they have and are, in service to white well-being, because number one, they might be moral, and they might say, this is really awful what you do to white people, condemning them as evil, teaching their children to hate themselves. That is immoral. They might be concerned about themselves, like this woman seems here. Or they might be both. I don't care. I just want them to side with us for white well-being because it's going to benefit them. So what does this lesson also teach you? Proof from the actual tapestry of the anti-white narrative about everything I teach. She's coming out of the tapestry to prove numerous things about everything I teach. Collateral damage. She even sees that the victimization of white people, how do you know it's the victimization of white people? Because she's saying you have to make a comeback. You have to reassert. She is conscious, although she can't articulate it, apparently either can I, that we are the victims, that we are losing, that it's white erasure. And she is also articulating in so many words that our losses, our white erasure, our being targeted is harming her, is harming what she cares about. If God gave awards for being right, I would be like a third world tyrant. I would just be bedecked. I would be bedecked. I would make like North Korea and Iran and Libya under Gaddafi and all the others. I mean, I would have so many medals on, I wouldn't be able to walk. It would be a mountain of medals. And they would say, he's under there somewhere.
I mean, goddamn, we got little kids thinking that they could be fucking females.
Okay, obviously what she meant there, she said, we've got little kids thinking they could be females. Obviously, she was trying to say little boys thinking they could be females. All right. So, she's cognizant of the fact that that is a norm of the West, that there are little boys and there are little girls, and that there's a dividing line. And that now, because of anti whiteism, that's gone. White erased. Am I right?
And we got black people thinking they built America. This shit is crazy.
Okay. And so she's saying now, there was a point when it was known everywhere that white people make Western civilization, that white people are the creators of it, and therefore America, there are wonderful contributions from non-white people in virtually every single Western country, white country. And we embrace those and we champion those people, and those are wonderful things. We appreciate it. But there is no West without white people. She is aware of it. And she knows that with the theft of the credit goes the future of the West. If you can't build bicycles, but you take over the claim that you are the bicycle maker, and therefore you inherit those factories, there are no more bicycles. Eventually, the last of the bicycles fall apart in disrepair. She is aware of it. When she says there are black people out here saying they built America, she knows that black people did not build America. There is no Western civilization in Africa. There is no place on planet Earth where black people got together and remotely approximated the creation of Western civilization. And she wants what? Western civilization.
And honestly, if you guys don't do anything about it, your whole generation is going to be completely, I mean, come on.
Okay, what she just said there should be chilling. Again, she's misspeaking a greater point that she is grappling with, but doesn't have the ability to articulate yet. She hasn't learned of Go Free. And she said, if you do not reclaim your destiny, she says, generation will be gone. What she means to say is your people will be gone. It's ruthless. The anti-whiteism is ruthless. She used generation for people. You can't have a generation gone without the people being gone. That's what she used as the stand-in for the totality of a people.
Nah, you guys are getting killed off right now. And
you're getting killed off right now.
Guys, it seems like you guys are okay with it. Your women are getting raped.
It seems like you're okay with it. Why does it seem that way? Because not enough of us have gotten out into the world with white well-being.
For sure. By Muslims, your women are getting raped. That's for sure. By Muslims and blacks.
All right. So she makes the claim when she's talking about we're getting physically killed, and then an instinctual, a visceral identifier of a people's defeat is not only physically being murdered and that white erasure that she was talking about a moment ago, but the actual rape of our women that we don't put an end to. And in fact, the vast majority of white women won't let us put an end to the rape of white women. I mean, let's just be honest.
It's happening all the time. You see it. And nobody say anything because you can't say nothing bad about a Muslim or a black man. Oh, you can let them rape. Go ahead, let them rape. But don't say anything about being racist.
So what she said there, what she was trying to, don't say anything. Said, go ahead and just let them rape. And then she said, but don't say anything about racist. What she's trying to say there is that if you complain about it, then you're racist. So you can't complain about it because she's mocking you. She's saying you're no man because a word is defeating you. A name is defeating you. Now, she doesn't understand all the ramifications of this concept, the psychological warfare nature of it, and how it operates on the human psyche as prepared by anti-white psychological operators on an ongoing basis. But it is indeed this concept. It is black magic and has nothing to do with race. It is black magic, the concept racism. And you can only defeat it with the white magic of white positivity. Anti-white, anti-whiteism. Let's roll.
Don't say that, right? You guys need to stop it, okay? I don't know. I think Alex Jones was right about the whole frog gay shit because white people used to be so strong.
White people used to be so strong. So she references what she has just learned through other people talking about Jones and this claim that he's very well known for. The frogs are gay, and it's because of the chemicals in the water. So she's trying to understand, why is the white race so cucked? Why are there no men anymore? Why are there so few men of the West anymore? She's trying to understand, where are they? Now, we know why. It's not because, chemicals and poisons in the food and medicines and etc. obviously are playing a role. But the true cucking of the white male, preventing him from becoming a white man, is anti-whiteism. That's where the true cucking comes from. So she sees it.
You guys now are literally letting a word, racism. The word racism is killing your whole generation.
Again, back to the generation, your people. And here's the part that makes me chuckle, because there are white sympathetics out there that are too low IQ and are unable to identify in their small testicle status a real leader when he's before them. And so they continue to talk when they have nothing of value to say. And they'll say something like, oh, you got to embrace the word racist. You have to say that you're a racist, or you just have to ignore that you're a racist. Everybody's saying that you are telling you that is dumb. And if you're saying it yourself, you need to stop right now. This is a concept you cannot wield. You cannot identify with. It is the ring of Sauron. You defeat it with the white magic of our concepts. She can see what's doing the damage. Of course, her prescription for how to remedy it is not going to be accurate. But think about how funny it is that there are going to be white guys out there that are saying, yeah, she's right. Think about that. How many neck-bearded, basement-dwelling, tiny-dicked losers out there are going to say, yeah, boy, she knows. They're going to agree with her on the remedy. Could you imagine identifying and agreeing with this woman's prescription rather than this white man's? My God.
It is. You're scared to be a racist.
She would absolutely rather have white males turning to me and becoming white men than heeding her and staying cowards. But her prescription is this. She leaves you with this.
Generation. It is. You're scared to be a racist. You better be a racist, because if you're not, this is going to kill you off. Basically, racism means the death of white people.
Racism does mean the death of white people. She's 100% white. 100% correct. You have to reject it. You have to never use it. You cannot wield it. It is an anti-white slur. It is worse than every other slur. You think any of these other like curse words are bad? You need to ban the word racist in your house as worse. And you defeat it with anti-white, anti-whiteism. You don't follow her prescription. Good on this woman for coming to the logical conclusion that they are going to come to. I've been telling you for years. People are going to come to this conclusion, whether they're white and won't identify with us ever, no matter what, or non-white, and they don't care morally or ethically otherwise, they're still going to come to the conclusion that they are going to be harmed. Now, they're lower IQ members of their communities, the more reckless, the more drunk, besotted on the goodies and rewards, the white women and the expensive cars and everything else they get out of it. They're going to want to charge ahead because they're just concerned with the moment. This woman is able to see where it's headed. Of course, she doesn't have the answer, but I think it's funny that it's the same answer that so many of these content Nazi LARPing losers would give you. We're going to listen to a brief tune from RC the Realist, and we're going to be right back to celebrate a little bit of swash.